It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning.
Kevin is the host.
And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. It is a little bit sprinkly out there. It definitely is starting to feel like the rainy season in South Florida. No doubt about it. Boy, the thunderstorms that we had yesterday. If you got a dog that is scared of thunderstorms, oh man, it was an epic one yesterday.
Yeah, your dog's going nuts.
It was so bad. I didn't even, I forget about our Pomeranian Coco. She's just petrified of thunderstorms. And she was up on her bed, which is pretty high. She jumped all the way down just to come get me. And yeah, so I have this thing where I have to turn on all the fans in the room, close the blinds so she can't see it, turn the TV up with soothing music on loudly.
Oh my gosh.
It's a to-do.
You got a diva dog.
These dogs run me, Virginia.
That's what happened to me because my girlfriend, Honeyface, her dog is a big old German Shepherd, and it will stay at my house sometimes. And the other day it was at my house, and the same thing happened with the thunder. It jumped up on the couch and just hugged me and would not let me let it go.
Aww.
It's this big, just strong creature. It's like, oh. So I had to do the same thing. I had to put music on. Yeah. Music. It was dog anxiety music.
Right.
Dog anxiety playlist.
They have that.
Yeah, if you got a jumpy dog, they hate this time of year.
Well, we were here the other day for a business meeting late in the day. And so we ran into Denny that does the afternoon show, Denny and Megan. Yep. And he had his dog up here.
Dudley was here, because Dudley's the same thing where he gets freaked out by the storm. So Denny brought him into work so he could be here to comfort him while it was all going down.
Rocco was with me, so he got to hang out with the dog. We were talking about thunder jackets. They make thunder jackets for dogs. Have either of you considered getting that for your doggie?
I have not, because that's a whole level of ridiculousness. I just don't know if I want that showing up on my Amazon list.
I explained the concept to Rocco. Now Rocco wants a thunder jacket.
I want one too, honestly. But I love the thunder, but I get why it would scare a dog. I get it.
Aren't the weighted blankets kind of the human equivalent?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. He asked for one now. He wants one for his birthday.
I've heard they're amazing for sleep. I don't know. To me, something heavy on me would make me sleep worse, not better.
I got one of those, and the same thing. It was way too heavy. I'd fall asleep, and then I'd wake up and go, "Who's on top of me?
I'm being crushed."
Yes.
Just feels like it'd be more alarming to me than anything. You're right, for many of those reasons. So, yeah, it's definitely stuff that you got to get used to, because it's going to be kind of a wet day. It's going to be, that way pretty much every day, on and off. So, everything else good with you guys today? Anything exciting happened yesterday?
Oh, yeah. No, but I'll let Size go first.
Poor Rocco. I mean, he is just in it with the braces and the dental stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's a struggle.
Yeah, just being a kid.
Getting kids to brush their teeth correctly, even with no braces on, is tough. So
right, no, absolutely.
We are in it, baby.
It's a fight now. Is it that he doesn't like to brush his teeth, or it's just that he's using improper form?
Improper form with the braces.
Gotcha.
It makes it tricky. So the dentist had to do a bunch of extra things yesterday, and that wasn't fun or cheap.
I'd imagine you got to probably brush your teeth right away or right after you eat.
You do, and it's tricky because you got to get all kinds of angles and stuff. It's just, it's a lot.
Yeah, I've got a dental appointment coming up here in a week or so, and I don't know what it is, but it feels like all of a sudden my teeth have gotten a little bit sensitive. And a couple teeth, I'm like, oh boy.
Uh-oh.
What time? I guess it's good or bad timing, depending upon how you look at it.
Could you be having a cavity?
I don't know. Sometimes it can be all kinds of stuff. Sometimes it's just a temperature and it's nothing.
Yeah, or it can be that your gum is receding and now a nerve is exposed.
Well, that's kind of the tough one. I don't think there's a lot you can do for your gums. I mean, there's certain things I think with your diet that you can do, but yeah, I mean, it's not like they go and just, put more gum on. You can't just fire that back up. So
I know, it's crazy, all these things we can invent, but we can't invent a little bit more gum for the teeth?
You can't.
What?
Because I need a gum transplant. I'm not sure they're doing those. What'd you get into yesterday, Jbird?
Well, today, or yesterday, I should say, was day one of my training coming back for the wiffle ball tour, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I was working on my pitch, the Tiny Dancer.
Nice.
And just kind of doing some game film on Logan Morrison, former Major League Baseball player. Just really checking out his swing, seeing what works against him, what works, for me.
Oh, wow.
And I did a lot of homework yesterday.
Really get into it.
And I'm starting to feel good about it.
Yeah, you think you found a weakness?
Yeah, it was me actually. I was the weakness, but I'm working.
You're the weakness.
That's what we're working on today.
Oh, okay. You're working on being better.
I am just got to get this arm back in shape. I hear Logan's chirping a little bit.
Well, I mean, he is not scared of the Tiny Dancer, but how amazing would it be if you struck out Logan Morrison with the Tiny Dancer?
Look, I'm an underdog here.
That could be your greatest sports achievement of all time.
Easily.
It would be. Yeah, it would be. He hit a bunch of home runs, man. I was going through all of his videos. Man, he had such a nice swing. He really did. It's hard to talk trash about him.
This is us talking trash about him.
Yeah.
Man, he had a nice swing.
I know, man. What a beautiful swing you have.
And he's good looking.
I'm gonna get you.
So, yesterday we were talking about Serena Williams coming back and things that we used to do great, and we think we might have a good shot at doing again. And Jbird went with the old wiffle ball days, wiffle ball baseball. And then Logan Morrison, formerly the Marlins, started chirping. And now all we got to do is look for a sanctioned venue to hold this great sports spectacle in.
This is my spring training. This is where you get your body in shape for the big game, Virginia.
We're asking for big venues right now. I don't know if we're going to get approved, but we're trying.
If not, we always can use my backyard. It's not that big, but
We can use that field by your house.
yeah, that I keep spreading my ankle on.
Yeah.
We're starting with stadiums. We'll probably be in the field.
A field's fine.
By the canal.
I think we're better in fields. Some people are just made for them, and I
We're a
think that's
canal.
KVJ.
We're a canal kind of show.
There is definitely a lot of heightened chatter about UAPs, which used to be UFOs and aliens, and it's making it on actual reputable news networks now, which is what's kind of crazy. And you've got established politicians that are talking about this stuff. And about a week or so ago, we were talking about one person who claims that there's at least 4 to 5 different species. Some of them look like lizard people. Some of them look like insects, like a praying mantis.
The grays.
Yeah, the old traditional with the big buggy eyes, only about 3 feet tall. And then another version of extraterrestrials called the Nordics. Big, tall, blonde people. And this is kind of one of the odd things. It's like they're just slender and gorgeous. I mean, I don't know if they're just from Sweden and they just mix it up. Maybe that's what they meant by alien.
I think they're from the cluster by the Seven Sisters. There's a cluster of stars that are newly formed.
It's a lot of S's for you.
It is. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's make fun of my list now. The Seven Sisters.
Cluster by the Seven Sisters.
Yes.
That's a lot.
But I do believe that's where they're from, or they're supposedly hailed from.
Okay. All right. Well, apparently there's a problem going on for one of Denny's friends because people are mistaking him for one of the Nordics now, and he's getting teased everywhere he goes just because he's tall and blonde and has the long hair. He said even at his job, he's been hearing it from people.
Yeah, during a meeting, they were having a big meeting at his work, and the boss made a joke about him being one of the aliens. And now everyone in the office keeps teasing him about it.
Oh, damn. He got bullied by the boss?
He did. And he's very tall. He's very slender. And he has very, very fair hair. In fact, I'll flash a photo of him on KVJ TV right now.
They also say, too, that the eyes of the Nordics are a bit different, almost cat-like at times. That's been reported on.
Huh.
Yeah.
Does he have cat-like eyes, Denny's? Because maybe he's just trying to fool you. He really is a Nordic, and he's just been called out properly.
He just says it's weird because when they first dropped that news, he'd be at a party and people were taking photos and making jokes like hashtag Nordic and stuff. And then he said it just continued.
So what do you think the odds are that he's actually a Nordic? What percentage would you give it?
I mean, he certainly fits the bill. He looks a lot like a Nordic. What's up?
But you've known him for a while. Does he act like an alien?
No, I've never seen any alien behavior from him. But yeah, it's just he looks exactly like the photo that they released.
Huh.
Yeah, he looks just like a headbanger from 1989. in that photo you posted.
Yeah, I mean he's wearing a Halloween costume, so he's dressed as Johnny Silverhand, but you can see his hair and his frame right there. But that's what's getting him.
I could see how that would start to mess with you, though. If all of a sudden you're at a party, you just want to chill, and then people are taking pictures, hashtag Nordic Alien. You're like, all right, bro, for the 100th time now?
He said it was funny at first, but now he said it's kind of obnoxious, and the people at work are starting to bother him about it.
Of course. Yeah, that's what ends up happening.
And he's like, every time the government releases something else about the Nordics, he's like, it just starts back up again.
Wow.
They're gonna catch that. They're gonna catch him on the bad day, and they're gonna go, "Oh my gosh, we pissed off the Nordic."
What a weird thing.
Yeah, I was chatting with him. He goes, is anyone else experiencing this, or is this just something like, or do I just have a bunch of jerk friends?
Well, two things can be true.
Yeah, that's true.
Some like coworkers too, not even friends.
Yeah.
The boss.
The boss is setting the tone. The boss making fun of you lets everybody at work know it's okay to make fun of you. That's crazy.
If one of us was most likely an alien, it's definitely me.
Yeah, definitely.
It would be you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm too.
Without a doubt.
100%.
I'm too in it, baby. And I'd be devastated. I'd go, man, he was here the whole time. I thought it was a robot, not an alien.
You did a show with an ET for 20 years and it never.
We knew something wasn't right.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
We just couldn't figure it
I
out.
thought it was robot. Okay, it was an alien.
It explains everything now.
We know non-human. We just don't know what kind of non-human.
I think I might be from the Elon variety.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are smart and you are emotionless at times.
Yep.
And it's very robotic, but it also could be alien.
I don't understand your human emotions. You complicate things.
Why?
Do you feel like an alien? Do you feel like a robot?
Yes, I do.
You do.
I'm waiting for the revelation. I'm waiting for them to. I'm going to come home. There's going to be a UFO parked in my driveway. Be like, okay, it's time to go home.
It's time to go home.
Wouldn't that be easy though? For you to go, okay, this makes sense.
I think I just go right in and be like, all right, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
It's been real.
I get it. Peace out, Earth. Yeah. Well, I'll let you take that up. Is it a landslide that I'm most likely the alien on the show? You can go to YouTube and jump into our poll right now.
Well, I got to vote.
Oh, okay, yeah. You only get one vote, Virginia. See, you're just going to find every computer. Alien ass. So which one of us here on the show is most likely to be an alien? How does that voting go? I got 62% of it, but Jbird got 28.
Okay.
That feels right.
Yeah, it feels right.
Yeah, nobody really thinks Virginia's an alien. Only 4% of the vote.
No, she's a witch. There's a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference.
Very true.
Her air transports a broom.
Yeah, we're all kind of our own creature around here.
And I'm not good at keeping any secrets. If I was an alien, I would tell you in 2 seconds. I'd be like, oh, guess what, guys? Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe this.
You're right. I do feel like a witch kind of tells you her plan right off. I'm going to take you and your little Denny's too.
Witches tell you what's up. If you just don't buy it, that's on you. But we will tell you our plan and tell you exactly how it is. We are truthful with you.
That's like one of those movie tropes where the bad guy's sitting there breaking down exactly what they're going to do and they say the whole plot.
Boy, does that really bother me? Like, dude, hit him over the head now.
Right, I'm like, why are you wasting time? Who are you talking to? He knows the plot. Just kill him already. You're
So-
wasting all this time. He's going to, in a split second, get away.
I've never understood why they would do that.
Well, it's to catch up the audience, but it's pretty corny. Well, it looks like we might be going through a different kind of invasion, and some people might say that it could be scarier than an alien invasion. Looks like one of these teen takeovers might be coming to the mall at Wellington Green this Friday at 2:30 p.m. It has been traveling around different parent groups as it hits social media, and if you saw what happened in Clearwater over the weekend, where a 17-year-old was shot because of a teen takeover that happened on the beach, I know a lot of people had a lot to say about that on social media. It's one of these things that's happening in a lot of major cities. Chicago, I know, has seen issues with it, and Los Angeles and New York, and they just organize stuff through social media, and they say, hey, we're going to just overwhelm the authorities by our numbers, and they can't do anything about it, and we'll loot, we'll vandal, we'll do whatever the heck we want to do.
Well, if we know about it, then certainly Sheriff Rick Bradshaw knows about it. Then certainly he can have the force out at Wellington.
They're on it, but you can see where that would definitely strap your law enforcement services and probably the next thing teens will do is they'll post multiple so you don't know exactly which location it is.
Yeah, I mean, to have all the police over there at the mall, you're taking up all the resources. That sucks.
This is the time when parents need to be parents and step up and grab your kids' social media and make sure that they haven't been viewing any of this. And if they have, remind them of the kid that just got shot pulling this crap.
I mean, it's everywhere. I saw it yesterday. I'm like, oh, takeover. And then I saw another post. I could tell it, takeover.
You think it's so cool to do a teen takeover. Okay, how cool is it to get shot and die at the age of 16 or 17? Because that's what this kid's family is now dealing with, burying their 17-year-old.
Yeah, it can turn dangerous.
Go test the cops and see how that goes.
Do you like what they're suggesting in Chicago where they'll come after the parents?
Yes, 100%. I do. Because if these teens are so unruly and they can't be controlled by the police, each individual parent has to get involved. And if you get involved and you find out what your teen is up to, it's your job to control your child.
Look, I do get the struggle. I've got a 17, almost 18-year-old son, and knowing where he is at all times, it can be very tough to do. But I would be all for it. If he acts a fool, then bring it on me, and I'll take the responsibility. And to me, what they need to do is have a sliding scale, where the first time it's really a misdemeanor for the parents and you're paying a fine.
Sure.
Second time, we elevate it. Third time, now you're going to be going behind bars, because when we get to that point,
the kid's going to juvie, and mom and dad are going to central lockup. That's it.
Yeah, it's just is one of those things. It's like an unnecessary problem that's happening in society now, and I don't think that they've quite figured out how to combat it. But I think that's really it. You try to have the police presence, but then you got to hold the parents accountable and make them step up.
A lot of kids aren't afraid of their parents like we used to be afraid of our parents. I mean, my parents were kind of soft and not present, but I was still afraid of them.
Both of my parents had the lip curl, and if their lip curled, you're like, oh, crap, I have done it.
I better be careful.
They had their tell of, oh, boy.
Yeah, it is really a tough thing. It's happening everywhere today, where it just doesn't seem like parents either care or they're overwhelmed by the situation.
And kids are emboldened by seeing on social media other packs of kids doing it, getting away with it, being successful. They're not posting the video of the kid getting shot and bleeding out and screaming as he dies on the sidewalk. They're posting the video of the kids looting and getting off with all this merch and high-fiving each other, and yeah, bro, we did it, bro.
If you guys don't know, we just bring in Virginia for dramatic effect.
I have not noticed.
Here on the sidewalk, Kevin, his brains are leaking out all over the place, and it's crazy, and his mom is crying over him, like, oh God, why my son?
It's your fault, lady. Why my son? Because you didn't parent.
Yeah.
Get in there and do your job.
Grant, the chat said the joke's going to be on these teenagers when they get the mall at Wellington Green because there's no stores left. Hey, where'd everybody go?
That's a great point.
Yeah, where's the takeover? Has it already happened?
Ooh, you can loot an empty Sears.
Oh, good luck. What's next? Boynton Mall? Go get them, kids. You know, this is one of the worries when you've got a younger kid, and I don't know if Denny's 3-year-old has done anything like this, but when you were a kid, did you either swallow something you shouldn't or put something in an orifice that didn't easily come out?
My oldest sister did. She put a Matchbox car up her nose.
Oh.
Yeah, and she was scared to tell my mom about it. And my mom goes, what's wrong? And she's like, nothing. And she's like, I put a car tire up my nose. And they had to take her to the hospital to get it out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, little Amaya Hankins had her ears pierced for her birthday, but she swallowed one earring overnight and stuck the other up her nose, so she did both.
Oh, wow.
What is going on? I mean, talk about not wanting your ears pierced.
Yeah.
You're just going to go ahead and make sure those earrings are gone.
Her mom took her to the hospital where doctors used special forceps to remove the nose earring.
All right, no more ear pierce for you.
Yeah, and then the swallowed earring passed naturally. Here's her mom talking about the situation.
It's a big day. Oh This little cutie's having her ears pierced for her birthday. Happy memories until...
She said, Mommy, I ate my earring.
Yep, little Amaya Hankins swallowed one of the earrings.
She actually ate the earring the night before and went to sleep with it in her belly. So I never would have thought that that could happen.
But wait, if one earring's in the little girl's tummy, where's the other?
I put it in my nose.
You heard right. She stuck the other earring up her nose. And by up, we mean way up.
I'm looking.
The pediatrician doesn't have the right equipment, so Mom has to drive Amaya to the hospital.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, her mom said, she cannot wear earrings again until marriage. She said that this is going to be her husband's problem the next time it happens. Yeah, they say the top things that kids swallow: beads, coins. I remember when I was a kid, there were a lot of my friends that were swallowing coins for whatever reason.
Did you ever put pennies in your mouth?
I think I did when I was younger, which it makes my stomach flip now to think about it. Oh, it's rough.
Well, that's a do-it, punishment.
Well, you kids used to say that the penny would shock your tongue, and that was the rumor. So you go, I want to put pennies in my mouth. They shock your tongue.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that taste, which now that I know what it is, it's like,
tastes like people's fingers.
Yeah. They say the little button batteries. A lot of kids are doing that.
Yes, that's true.
The Lego pieces. One of the top things kids are gunking down. Magnets, marbles.
I mean, what age do you have to stop worrying about them swallowing something?
I don't know. I mean, Rocco is going to be 11. I still worry about him because he'll put like bottle caps in his mouth. And I'm like, spit that out.
Yeah.
Because if anything goes wrong, you can choke on it and then you're dead.
I had a relative that would always chew on pen caps, and they choked on one before. Luckily, it didn't, kill them.
Oh,
but
my gosh.
Yeah, it would always make you nervous, and they'd start doing it. You're like, please don't chew that.
Yeah, it is. They say when it comes to kids getting things stuck in their nose, a lot of it's beads, Lego pieces, sometimes those little truck tires or things that come off of like the Hot Wheels. I remember as a kid, one of my friends got one of those wheels stuck up his nose. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Put it up your nose in the first place, you big dummy. So, yeah, and then if you do get something up your kid's nose, they say that you should blow the nose gently. And then they do this thing called the mother's kiss method. You ever heard this, where you place your mouth over your child's mouth, you close the other nostril, and give a short, gentle puff of air into their mouth?
Okay, there's the do-it-be punishment.
Whoa.
Denny's has to come in here and mother's kiss you.
Oh, my goodness.
Or Kevin's got a mother kiss you.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's gnarly.
That's pretty gnarly.
Whoa. A mother's kiss. Yikes.
I'm a pass.
Yeah, and if it's an adult, you're sorry.
Oh, sorry. You got to go to the ER, bruh.
Yeah, I ain't gonna mother's kiss anybody. It's really something cool that while we have it, we should take advantage of it. We haven't had a World Cup here in South Florida since 1994. And arguably, you would say that these are the biggest athletes on planet Earth, with soccer being the largest global sport. And we've got some of the greats that are right here in Palm Beach County.
We are on the field for England's first training session ahead of the World Cup. The squad hit the pitch after landing at PBI yesterday. We got to see players like Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, and Ollie Watkins warm up and practice. The facilities here at Gardens North District Park were completed in 2019 and grew national attention, and last year, international attention for Club World Cup training. Now, both England and Portugal will use the facilities ahead of the World Cup. England's Ollie Watkins tells me about the first day here in South Florida. I was working with the guys today, first training session.
Yeah, amazing. Obviously, we've all had finish at different times, but it's nice to be back together and get straight to it.
Fans here in Palm Beach County got in on the action and got their England pennants signed by all their favorite players.
There's no way this is real.
He couldn't have his leg wouldn't stop shaking this morning because he was so excited.
I didn't go to bed until 2 o'clock.
But we don't want to tell Mom that.
That's cute.
Yeah, so obviously you're getting some kind of access. I didn't think that people would get any access whatsoever. I thought it'd be pretty guarded. But the fact that you can get in there, and if you got a kid that loves soccer or if they want to start getting into it, to think that you got some of the best players in the entire world that are there. I was telling you guys about one of those players, and my daughter had seen when she was in Europe that the guy had gotten off the back of a boat, and she said people were running out of the cafes and everything to swarm this guy. His last name's Holland, I believe it is, Haaland. And she said, wow, I got a pretty quick understanding for how they look at soccer in other parts of the world. They're massive stars. So to have that kind of caliber of some players here, you've got, as they had said, England and Portugal are training at the North County District Park in Palm Beach Gardens. Curacao, which is a smaller country, but they're training at Florida Atlantic, and they're doing something cool coming up on Thursday, June 11th. They're going to be hosting a free community training session at the FAU's football stadium that's going to be starting at 6 p.m.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a cheer for them because I think Curacao is also a liquor. So I'm here for the booze.
Makes sense.
What?
Yeah.
Is it a liquor, huh?
I think it is.
All the players are hammered.
Team's moving a little slow.
They're pretty limber.
Yeah.
They don't feel nothing.
Then you got Haiti training in Port St. Lucie at the Sandpiper All-Inclusive Resort that is there. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff that it would be good as the World Cup starts to come to South Florida to know about. They're going to be doing a FIFA Fan Fest at Bayfront Park that's going to be happening in Miami. They're going to have a giant broadcast screen, which sounds like a great place. If you don't want to spend the exorbitant amount to go into Hard Rock Stadium to watch, going to Bayfront Park would be kind of cool. With the 10,000-seat amphitheater, that'd be kind of nice. And they've also got something going on at Topgolf. They're going to be launching new soccer-themed experiences at so many venues. All of its Florida locations are going to have it. They're going to have an interactive soccer-inspired golf game, in-venue soccer goals, tournament-inspired food and drink specials, and premium game day packages.
Huh.
Yeah, so you got a lot of stuff to check out. The first games are going to be happening starting on June 15th, and here in South Florida, they're going to go all the way until July 18th, just so you know. So I did see that MLS is getting a little bit bigger. And look, we've got, I think, the best franchise with Inter Miami. How much they spend and having Lionel Messi and being the defending champs, you know, there's a lot of cool things that's going on. But this just goes to show you how much more work they have to do to really make soccer huge in America. They say that 54% of Americans have no interest in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. That's a majority of Americans don't care.
I wonder why that is.
I just don't think we know enough about it. Sports so much is knowing the story. That's really what it is. It's not necessarily even just watching people run around a field doing things. It's understanding what is the backstory. It's also having your parents or whatever that had liked it. Your friends are into it. It's a communal event. And if you don't have that connection or have like a big local soccer club or know any names, then yeah, why would you? And there are a lot of arguments about it. I mean, I watched the European Cup that they had over the weekend, and there was a goal relatively early in the contest, but then there wasn't anything, and you went, I don't know, probably 60 minutes, a whole hour before seeing anything that, you know, some people are like, it's a beautiful sport, though. It's the way they kick it around.
I know.
You know, for us Americans, you know, we love scoring. And that just doesn't happen a lot of times in soccer.
Well, they don't have the NFL. We have the NFL.
Yeah.
And they're trying to infiltrate soccer here, but also we're trying to infiltrate the NFL overseas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So everybody realizes if you can corner the global market,
yeah,
that's where the money is.
Well,
it's just what you grew up on.
It'd probably be the same way, yeah. If you went over to Europe and you asked them about the NFL games they bring there, they're like, I don't care.
56% of us don't give a crap.
That's probably higher.
Well, that's what was cool about the Baseball World Classic. It really got me back into baseball again because there was a bunch of storylines. It was everyone playing for their country. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to take. But, you know, there will be a lot of cool stuff here happening in South Florida. If you got a kid that right now maybe doesn't love soccer, take him to a couple of these things. That's how you really do it. I remember taking my son to college football games when he was really young, and he's a massive sports fan now. So that's a good way to do it. And taking him out to these training facilities where apparently they can get access to players. It'd be something fun for the kids. Do you go ad-free on any platforms, or do you deal with the ads when you get them? Now, I know on YouTube, that's one I just deal with the ads. I have thought maybe I watch YouTube so much now that maybe I would do it, but I don't know. It seems confusing, and it seems like a lot of money I don't need to spend.
It would drive me up a wall.
If you had to deal with ads.
I pay for YouTube TV, and I still get ads. So I'm obviously doing it all wrong.
So I think YouTube TV's got to be different. I just watch regular YouTube and I don't have any ads. I have 0 ads unless they get clever sometimes where someone puts an ad in the middle, but it's through pre-production and you're like, all right, I see you sneaking an ad in here right now. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, as they try to figure this out, because this is relatively new technology and they got to see how we're going to do it. And I think we also have to see how much we can afford, because I think when it first came out, you go, this is cool. I'll pay, I'll get no commercials. It'd be awesome. And then you start looking at your bills every month and you're like, life's getting more expensive. Do I really need to get I'll just sit through the ads.
Amen.
To save some money. And they say that more and more people are doing that now. They say the ad-supported streaming now accounts for nearly half of all subscription video on-demand plans in the U.S. So more and more people, maybe that has to do with the economy as well. And maybe part of it is just people saying, the ads aren't so obtrusive. Because if you get one, the worst I get on YouTube is maybe a minute or 90 seconds that I got to sit through the ads and then I'm back at it. And that's all I'm like going, you know what? You're learning patience, Kev.
I cut down a bunch of my other platforms and streamings. Just because it was too much. I just went to YouTube. That's what I always watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say about 64% of first-time subscribers chose the ad-supported tier, so it's a little bit higher, while 11% downgraded from ad-free plans. So they say that's the drop that has happened in the last year. 11% have gotten away from paying for the ad-free, and they've gone back to the ad-supported. So maybe it's the economy, or maybe we're just realizing that it's not that big of an advantage after all.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. They are still counting votes in Los Angeles, but a lot of people are saying that Karen Bass is definitely going to be in the runoff and that Spencer Pratt currently is going to be with her in the runoff.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
It is pretty crazy. Yeah, he's been gaining some serious ground.
He really has. And, he was saying all over social media yesterday, a vote for Nithya is a vote for Karen Bass. If you vote for Nithya, you're throwing your vote away because you're going to help Karen Bass by giving me less of a vote. If you want change and you don't want Karen, I'm your choice. And I guess people didn't really understand what that meant because a lot of people voted for Nithya, but currently she is in third place and he is in second place and Karen Bass is in first place.
So Pratt at least beat Nithya, or he's beating her.
He's beating her as of now. It's fascinating to me what's going on out there because, you've got the incumbent who's a Democrat, and L.A. is very Democrat. Mm-hmm. And then you've got Spencer Pratt, who's a registered Republican, but is being very vocal about the fact that he is running as an independent. He doesn't want to be tied to any party. He only wants to be tied to helping Angelenos. Okay. And wrong or right, I don't know. It got him 29.5% of the vote so far. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
He got a lot of money, too. When you look at the sizable campaign contributions, he outpaced Karen Bass like 4-1. For every dollar she collected, he collected 4.
Yeah, he got some big donors as well. He's worked the media very well and social media. He's been effective in doing that.
He has. So stick around. As he is putting it, he has 5 more months to highlight all the failures of Karen so that when the November 3rd runoff happens, you will see more of her mistakes between now and then, and in November be able to vote for him.
Tonight? Well, obviously God wanted 5 more months of me exposing all the failures of our mayor, so it's going to be a fun ride. I hope she's ready.
Are you ready?
I was born for this, clearly.
Oh, he was born for this, clearly.
He held his own in the debates. He was ready for them.
Yeah, I never did watch those debates. You say
There's
he did a
clips.
good job. Huh?
Yeah,
okay.
You should just watch the clips because the whole thing is like freaking 2 hours long.
Yeah, don't get any of the nuance. Just get the TikTok clip.
You're right. Yes. Taken out of context, of course.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Well, there's drama in New Jersey. I guess the situation is watching what is happening over in California, and he thinks that he can run and be your next New Jersey governor when that happens in 2029.
Now that's a situation. Okay, what is happening? Seriously, what is happening?
It was before, but politics is completely a clown show now.
What really is happening?
He's like, I can't wait to introduce everybody to governor situation.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, we're supposed to be getting people that understand how government works and, probably has degrees in finance or economics and things like that could really come in handy. All these people have is they're on reality shows.
Gym Tan Laundry, baby. GTL.
GTL. Spencer Pratt has a law degree, doesn't he? No, he's a political science degree. Political science degree. He never went to law school, but he has a poli-sci degree.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that gets you, but maybe it gets you mayor of L.A.
If he starts getting numbers, I don't know, dog. The alien's got to be here.
Well, if he gets the numbers that Nithya got, so he came in at 29%, that Nithya came in at 21%.
Now I'm talking about the situation.
Oh,
if
the situation is different.
Ever gets numbers on anything politically, I'm going to the woods.
Let us hear him debate. I don't know. Let's hear what you guys say, Sitch. And finally here, Scott Pelley is out at 60 Minutes. Apparently, he got into some screaming matches behind the scenes at CBS with the new editor-in-chief, Barry Weiss. And it was apparently dramatic. He's not the only person that left. There was screaming and yelling, and then all of a sudden, bam, they terminated Scott Pelley's employment. Whoa.
Yeah.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for that news fight.
Well, I mean, you got Anderson Cooper that just recently left as well.
He did. I wonder if that has a lot to do with Barry Weiss as well.
I think so. I think they kind of said that he'd been there a while, but still, I don't know that he would have left necessarily if it weren't for this change.
Fascinating.
She's super political.
I am.
No, I'm saying Barry Weiss is.
Oh.
Yeah. And you.
Everything we've done today has been like newsy, politically. Yeah, we're very political.
Is that the term?
Yeah.
Politically?
Politically here at the Dirt of the Day.
Well, how well do we know each other here on the KVJ Show? We're going to put it to the test right now on Know the Show. The question, does Jbird know me, Kevin, better than Denny's knows Virginia?
Without a doubt, dog. We got 21 years together strong. At least, me and you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Denny's is so intuitive.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Virginia.
I think he is. I agree with you.
You have to bring it. Okay, the first question that we've got here, has either one of us ever skipped a class? Have we ever skipped a class?
Mullet Ralston? Yeah, you did.
Yes, I did. I skipped many classes. Denny's, what do you think about with Virginia?
Yeah, I think Virginia skipped a class.
You know it.
Now, what would you do on skipping classes? Just not show up, or did you have a method? Because my mom was a teacher, and we had hall passes, and I would steal the booklets that my mom had, and she would write them in pencil, too, so I would always erase them and change them, and I just had a continual pass. So I just was doing whatever I wanted, wherever I wanted. How did you skip, Virginia?
I was on the yearbook staff and the newspaper staff. And so I would always need to leave to go work on one of those two things. And then I would just get in my car, go ride around and smoke ciggies.
That's exactly what I would do.
So trashy.
I did the morning announcements. And because I did the morning announcements, you know, where this whole school would see them, I'm like, I got to go film something off campus. And they would just let me do it. And go, I'm going to take a nap.
Sucker.
Yeah, you're right. There's extracurricular media classes. You can get out of class sometimes.
When I had a car my senior year, I would literally park my car about 2 feet from the exit door that I would hit to walk out. And I was gone.
Oh, yeah. I used to skip class, and then we would pick up lunch, and we'd bring it back for the security guy when we came back. That way he wouldn't tattle on us.
Brilliant. Yes. Everyone can be bought.
Yes. With a sandwich.
What's your price?
Okay, next question here. Has myself or Virginia ever galloped on a horse? Not just been on it, but it's a different thing than when you're going on a little tour and you're just kind of walking with the horse. Galloping is a whole different game. So what do you think, Denny's? Has Virginia ever galloped while on a horse? Taking that thing running?
Taking it a little faster than a trot?
Yeah, it'd be kind of like, you got that thing moving.
I would say, yeah. In all the years, Virginia's been on a horse. Took it for a little bit of a...
You wound that thing out, Virginia?
You know I opened her up.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
It's fun. It's like...
Every summer, my mom would take us back to where she grew up in Texas, and there was a park where you could rent horses for the day. And my mom loved to run, so if you didn't run, you didn't keep up with mom. So it was fun.
Yeah. Okay. It's a whole different animal. Yeah, and I didn't do it intentionally. The horse just took off. So I've sprinted on horses, but it was a terrifying experience both times. One was because of a horsefly. The other one was just because they put me on the wily horse, and I didn't realize it as a joke. And ka-choom, there it went.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a terrible farm boy prank.
So you did not. Okay, all right. So do we get the point, or I didn't guess that?
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah. No, we don't get that point then. I took it away, unfortunately.
It's hard to host and be a contestant.
I know. I've noticed that. I really need someone to step in.
And be engaging and just keep the flow going.
Yeah. Really need to get another show member here. Cut these games down to just 2 people.
Nope, they fired him. That was Suits.
Yeah. Sorry, Bird. Okay, can Virginia and I name 5 different chess pieces? Okay. What do you think, Jbird? Can I name 5?
Yes, you can. You're a studied man.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to go with that. I've got, I will have Virginia write hers down. Did you write yours down yet, Virginia?
I'm writing. I'm still writing.
Denny's, do you think Virginia can name 5?
I think she can, right? Her and Rocco have been learning chess together.
Okay. What do you got, Virginia?
Queen.
Yep.
Pawn.
Yep.
Rook. Knight. King?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Perfect. I got rook, king, queen, pawn, bishop.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Okay, bam.
My family, we were checkers people.
That's what you did?
Yeah, we're like chess, nah.
Okay, and next question. Has Virginia and I ever been on a cruise that went to another country? And we don't count the Bahamas. It would be someplace other than the Bahamas. Have we been on a cruise to another country that did not include the Bahamas? What do you think, Jbird?
I think you have, because I think you traveled a lot as a kid. You'd go across the globe, I thought.
Okay. All right. Denny's, what do you think about with Virginia?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Virginia's been on a Caribbean cruise. That would count.
Okay. Okay, you're going to say yes on both?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, we both have. We're on the same cruise.
Western Caribbean, like Mexico and all that.
Yeah.
Went to Jamaica one time, didn't we?
I've been to Jamaica a couple times. I think we've been, did we go on a cruise? I went on a plane.
What about a train? Or
yeah, we did do a cruise.
I was going to say,
you are right. Yes, that was a cruise to Jamaica. Oh, I drink a lot. I forget. I'm sorry.
Okay, has myself and Virginia kissed someone on the mouth in the last 24 hours? Okay. Denny's, what do you think about with Virginia?
Yeah, I do. Between Rocco and Panda.
You kissing Rocco on the lips these days?
I love to open mouth kiss Rocco.
Oh, my God.
Just kidding.
Quite a revelation. Wow.
Just kidding. Yeah, I have kissed Panda on the mouth.
Today?
Last night. Yeah, he came over when I was getting ready for bed and planted one on me real sexy like.
Ow.
Ow. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jbird.
Can you blame him? You have not. You've often said you don't see people throughout the week.
You're right, I have not.
Wow.
Didn't see the queen at all. He got that right, but because I was too yappy, Bird and I lost by a point. I tanked our own game.
Don't worry, I've done that many a time.
He longs for a human touch. Somebody kiss him.
Do you think you're in some kind of dating rut, Do you need a new little life to breathe something into your relationship?
I think we all do that. And I love this concept, theme dating nights.
Yeah, something that's different and something that makes it fun, because I think we get into the rut and we just go out to eat dinner together, or we go to a movie or maybe a concert or a show at the theater, and that's really about it. We just do those same 4 or 5 things over and over and over again.
Me and my Honeyface do that sometimes. We had a Star Wars theme date night for May the 4th.
That's awesome.
Nice.
See, that's exactly the kind of stuff I'm talking about, especially if you have a mutual interest like that, like sci-fi. That would be great, where you do something that's goofy and nerdy that just the two of you are going to love. But there's a lot of other things that you could do here. And here's a couple suggestions. A few of these I really loved. One was to cook each other's favorite childhood meal.
Ooh, that's fun.
That is fun.
That could, because you're having a food that you haven't had in a long time. It's just something. It's okay. That's right. I forgot. Jbird has the exact same diet from when he was 6.
Pizza or grilled cheese.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just having the same old. But yeah, for me, there are a lot of foods that I just really don't eat anymore that I loved as a kid. But that's a fun thing to do, especially if it was something that's a little bit more unique.
Do you have anything in the top of your mind?
Well, there was one thing that I remember my grandpa used to always make me a thing. He called it biddy on a raft. I don't even know what that means, but it was a poached egg on toast, and it would be, he'd get it so it'd be a little bit runny, and then he'd smash the egg on the toast, cut up into little pieces, and you'd have a sausage, and you'd cut that up as well. So you get like one little bite of sausage to go with the egg and toast. I'm like, that's great. I haven't had that since I was a little kid. Like, to just have a biddy on the raft night would be awesome.
Rocco makes that all the time. He loves it. He cuts out the middle of the bread and puts the egg in the middle.
That's what my grandfather did too.
And loves that now. That's his new favorite thing to cook all the time.
We would do that all the time, and that morphed into not only, we'd call it egg on toast.
Okay.
But that morphed into, all right, egg with grilled cheese, like an eggy, grilled cheesy sandwich, breakfast style.
That's so good.
Not for your waistline.
Yes, right. Another cooking thing you could do for a date theme night. I mean, have you ever been on like a cooking class date together? Where you're learning something that you can use in the kitchen and take home.
That's so fun.
It is different too, right? And you're learning a skill, doing it together.
Interactive.
Yeah, they say there's just so many classes that are out there learning skills, whether it be dance, pottery, language. I've done that paint and sip with the Mexican queen, and that was fun. Just, instead of sitting at a bar and having your wine, you can go and have wine, and you can paint a painting which looks worse the longer you go.
The more you drink, the worse it looks.
That's right, yeah. This is an interesting concept for a date theme. Sunrise or sunset dates, where you're intentionally going out to see the sunrise or the sunset and finding a good place to do that. In fact, I saw here in South Florida, they list us as one of the best places in the country for a sunset view. In fact, Miami is number 4 on the list in like the country. And then you've got Key West at number 5. Number 1, they put New York City, which, have you seen what they do when the sun aligns? What is it they call it? Something henge?
Yeah.
Because it
Manhattan henge or something.
Yeah, it goes perfectly down that one street.
Yeah.
And everybody's out there, of course, just looking at it through their phones.
They were all lined up, taking videos. It was a madhouse.
Yeah.
That's watching how many people showed up on that one street was stressing me out. Could you imagine being in that? Ugh.
And they were talking about a lot of the great places in South Florida where you can go watch a sunset. And a lot of them are already at state parks that have great views. The Jupiter Lighthouse, and places are just awesome to go as a couple anyway.
I think Mount's Botanical Garden has a new sunset thing going on. They sent me an email.
All right.
Yeah, they said it's going to be beautiful out there.
So there you go. Something to think about. Another date theme night is taking a road trip, making a shared playlist. You both get the equal amount of songs.
Love it.
That's how I like to do a road trip. I kind of suspend the ego and go, all right, there's going to probably be some songs you don't like, so let's turn this into a game. Virginia gets a song, then Rocco gets a song, then Kevin, everyone gets their chance. And if people don't like the song, you can vote halfway through. If the majority thumbs down, we change the song.
Fun. Also, recreating your first date is something you could do. Where did you go? What were you wearing? Could you take a photo? Did you take a photo on your very first date? And can you recreate that photo?
Oh, I love that.
Interesting little thought if you've never done that before.
That's cute.
Volunteering for a cause that you both care about is a great theme date.
Amen.
Having a home spa night where you don't have to go out together and do a couples massage. You could do the bath and everything else that kind of goes into a nice little spa day, except you just do it all at home. Maybe giving each other massages.
I love it.
Also, having a game night, just the two of you. You don't have to have a bunch of people over. It's just the two of you and have some fun with it. Well, we all got them. Opinions. What are your random, strong opinions? We want to hear them. 877-979 WRMF, 877-979-9763. One text we just got said, my random strong opinion, it may upset some people, is that Pixar Studios is way better than Disney animated studios.
Whoa.
Okay, I don't know if I'd even know the difference.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't either.
I thought they merged, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the biggest movies that you got for Pixar, WALL-E, Coco, Up, the Toy Story series, Finding Nemo, Inside Out, The Incredibles, the first and the second, Soul, Ratatouille, and Luca.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good little run. But yeah, I was almost like Virginia, where I was like, okay, I thought that maybe there's a partnership or
Pixar
something.
has produced 30 feature films, which were all released by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures.
So we're getting trolled again?
We're dumb and we didn't even know it.
See how many times we can trick them.
They'll read anything.
Now, what they say is if you're looking at some of the Disney ones, yeah, a lot of them are older, and Pixar's pretty much done them. But you would have everything from The Lion King would be all Disney, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Pocahontas.
Them some bangers.
Yeah, Snow White, Pinocchio, Bambi, Cinderella. So, I mean, you're going way back. But, yeah, I think recently they've had that partnership, I thought. So, yeah, I don't even know if it's necessarily a war now. Another random strong opinion here says, I work in a corporate job, and I hate it when people are sending emails and then switch topics without changing the email subject line. If you start talking about a new property or a new topic, change the damn header. Thank you. On behalf of all admins everywhere. Julie sent that in.
Also, too, man, when you start adding so many people on an email chain, oh my gosh, it is so hard to go back to try to write. Then somebody drops off, and then I think no more than 3 on a chain.
Amen.
And Carrie from Okeechobee said, listening to an audiobook does not count as reading.
Are you hearing that, Rocco?
I think somewhere in the timeline people thought it was reading. It's definitely not.
You got to be holding a book. I would even take it further and say watching a book on a screen, like, you know, how you can do the Kindle. That's not, to me, real reading. That's screen reading, which is totally different from holding a book.
I firmly agree with Virginia on this one because I've done it with myself. I've tried to read off of a screen. I've tried to read off of a book. They are different animals. One can even make you go to bed. They say if you are having a tough time sleeping, turn down the lights and start reading a hardback book or just a book, you know, you could hold in your hand. Screens, I don't know, man.
Screens emit that light that keeps your brain awake. If you're trying to fall asleep holding a Kindle, you're not doing it right.
Another random strong opinion. This person says, I get a little weirded out when parents bring their little kids into the dispensary and the kids are just browsing through all the weed.
I get that.
I understand.
That makes it feel a little weird. And another random strong opinion says, the Star Wars series hates fat guys. In nearly every single movie, the fat pilot gets it.
This is true.
I do remember A New Hope.
Yeah.
The fat pilot got it.
You don't see a lot of fat stormtroopers either.
It's true. No, I mean, because they only make one size costume, right? I think that's it. Either you fit or you're not going to be in a stormtrooper. This random strong opinion says, Dolly Parton and her Boobalicious truck stop should always be located just north of the Beaver at Buc-ee's. Okay, I think I know what you're saying there. Yeah, I got you.
That's cute.
Another one, boneless wings are just chicken nuggets with a PR team.
I'm going to go ahead and say I think chicken wings are sucky compared to chicken tenders. Fight me.
I will fight you. I love the bone.
I know you love to make eating so gross.
Slurping, dipping, sucking, tearing.
Yeah, I think the tender / finger is superior to the wing.
If you're 7. Eat chicken like a man.
Yeah, those days are never going to come.
What about this random strong opinion? It says, restaurants put fries next to sandwiches because the sandwich alone is disappointing.
No, I disagree with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I disagree as well.
That's their strong opinion, though.
They just go so nicely together. I think fries go with just about everything.
And I also feel like if you ain't taking your fries and putting some in your burger, you're doing it wrong.
Okay. That's how it's done, huh? Sunglasses indoors instantly makes you look suspicious.
I know it does, and sometimes I gotta wear them.
I agree, but I'm not stopping.
Yeah, sometimes I have to wear them. I got that weird light sensitivity, like a little bee. I'm like, I gotta put my sunglasses on, but it always looks like, did you just smoke a J?
I think those sunglasses are great, too, if you're trying to hide your crow's feet.
Okay.
Oh, they're great.
They're fantastic for that.
Smart move. So yesterday on the KVJ show, we were talking to the ladies about what they think is the sexiest skill that a guy can have, and they had some great answers. So it's the guys' turn today to let us know what they think is the sexiest skill for a girl. So bring it today, fellas, 877-979-WRMF. And the crazy thing here, after asking that question, the number one answer is karate.
Just like yesterday.
Can you believe that?
I knew it. I wrote that down.
Sexiest skill for a girl is karate.
It's amazing.
Who would have thought, huh? Who would have thought that? Some of the other ones that people have sent us, being decisive, knowing what you want and going for it. I guess maybe when you're indecisive, the opposite, it can kind of get annoying. Have you ever talked to somebody and be like, hey, where do you want to go for dinner? I don't know. Where do you want to go? What do you want to watch? I don't know. What do you want to watch? You're like, oh, boy.
And that's okay every now and then, but if that's typically your personality, it can be tough. Just tell me what you want, please.
Yeah, sometimes they like a girl who's going to, step up themselves a little bit and take charge and have an opinion.
Because guys can't read your mind.
Yep.
And for them, it's frustrating if you don't let them know what you want, and then you do this over and over and over.
Yep. One text said, fishing and hunting. Don't believe me? Look up Hannah Barron.
Oh, there's definitely people that are into that style for sure.
I remembered they had a TV show, short-lived, but man, it was definitely intriguing. And it was 3 babes on a boat.
Was it Fish On?
It might have been. I don't remember the name of it. I love that show.
You brought up Fish On before.
Oh, I watched. I mean, it's maybe 15, 20 years ago now, so it's not even new. But I was like, what a great concept. These 3 or 4 really hot smoking girls on a boat, just reeling in huge fish. I'm like, and I'm not a fisherman at all. And I was just captivated.
You were that day.
Oh, my goodness. It definitely caught me. They were catching viewers. I don't know how that thing didn't work. What a brilliant concept. Guys are going to watch this all day long. A good and enthusiastic conversationalist is a sexy skill for a girl, the guys are saying.
I think anything, if you put passion behind, I think you say enthusiasm, that's going to get somebody happy. You want to see someone with a little passion.
And it is nice to be able to have a great conversation with somebody. To me, that is one of the bedrocks of a good relationship, is that you can have conversations, and it's always enlightening. You got something new to bring to the conversation.
Fun banter. You make each other laugh. You're having a good time, enjoying life together.
That's how my list is making me laugh.
If you don't enjoy life together and you're not making each other laugh, that's a big problem.
Laughing is, to me, I think laughing is so super important, pretty much in any relationship. Friendship. I like to laugh with my coworkers. I like to laugh.
Guys are also saying another undercover sexy skill for a girl is being nerdy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like them nerdy girls.
Definitely.
Okay. And that would be what? Being into sci-fi and some of those kind of things?
But you got to be nerdy and hot.
She's not.
You can't be nerdy with a face like a wild boar. I'm telling you, guys are visual.
Those are her words.
I'm just speaking the truth. Guys are visual, and you got to put a little effort in.
Okay. And having the skill to repair things. Now, that was pretty much the number one answer we got yesterday. that ladies said about the guys, but for the guys to say that as well, to have a girl that has fix-it skills. I'm surprised to see that.
I'm surprised too. Where's the bedroom skills?
Well, there were a couple graphic texts.
Okay, I knew they would be. I mean, it is KVJ.
A few, yeah. In fact, the number one skill that actually came in is named after a restaurant that is at the outlets.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay.
I was going more radio friendly. I put kissing because it's, more innocent.
Yeah.
Kiss this.
Oh, yeah. No, they definitely got those in. We're not on the after the show, though. So, yeah, you can imagine.
All right, good. Because I just wanted to make sure KVJ was doing its job.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Amy Poehler's got that podcast, Good Hang, and of course, they get all the big names, especially if there's any kind of Saturday Night Live tie-in. And so she was on there talking with Tom Holland and talking about why he's never hosted Saturday Night Live. And I think this is awesome that he's talking about it because I didn't know this about him.
When I first sat down with Chris, I said, I'm so excited to play Telemachus.
Yeah, sure.
I'm heavily dyslexic, which is one of the reasons why, and I'd love to talk to you today about it, actually, is why I've never done SNL.
Because of the cue cards.
I'm just so petrified at the concept of like trying to read something and they change.
Well, I'm sure they have had many dyslexics host.
Totally. It's just that, like, for me, I can read fine.
Yeah.
But when I have to read out loud, it just becomes like a kind of, it's like a mental block.
Yeah.
And I can freeze. So for me, my worst day at work is the read through.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, when you try to read by yourself, it is different than all of a sudden reading it. Like, for example, in school, you would sometimes get called and you have to stand up and read.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh, everyone is watching me.
Because they were.
They were. Oh, cool. 3 of my crushes are in here. Oh, boy. And here comes Stutters Pennington. Yeah, it can give you a little clanky clank.
Well, we now know that Diddy, we think, is not going to be getting out of jail until 2028. But Cassie says she now lives outside the U.S. and has no plans to ever move back. Yeah, knowing what we know about Diddy, I imagine he's going to come out with a little hate in his heart. And we know what he does when he has hate in his heart. He lashes out. So she may want to stay overseas.
Yeah.
Sad stuff. We had told you that Peebo Bryson, the Grammy award-winning R&B singer, had a stroke and he was trying to battle back. Well, sadly, he lost his battle and passed away yesterday at the age of 75. So sad news for him and his family. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Well, this is a tough situation here because we do love our pets. But sometimes the question is, financially, how much do we love our pets? And they can get very expensive. And they're not humans.
Jbird knows this.
Oh, towards the end of Sweet Chewy's life, rest in peace, old friend. It was, I mean, I'm talking, I think I spent in like over 10
thousand.
Yeah, I think I did, honestly. I just love them so much.
Yeah. So we got a husband and wife that can't really agree on the proper treatment for their dog that tore its quote-unquote ACL. Now, they have this rescue dog, and they say it's very active. And we have some land, and our dog loves chasing rabbits. Well, after one recent romp, our dog came back with a severe limp that was not going away. After several days, we realized something was up, and we had to take him to the vet.
Uh-oh.
They told us that he tore his CCL, which is the cranial cruciate ligament. It's basically the equivalent of a torn ACL for a human.
Okay.
Our dog weighs 45 pounds and is right there on the border of needing a mandatory surgery to repair the damage. Now, my husband thinks it's kind of cool, like our dog's some kind of athlete. And he's like, yeah, I want to spend $5,000 on that surgery. But I'm reminding him, we got a lot of bills. Like, we got a lot of stuff that $5,000 needs to go to. And a doggy ligament surgery may not be number one on that list. Now, I am more for the forced rest and physical therapy, which they said is possible. Now, it's a much slower process to recovery, and it isn't certain, but at least it's free. So which approach would you take? $5,000 surgery, or are you going for rest and rehab?
Oh, boy.
It's tough, man. I mean, because I don't know, man. It's how much you love your dog.
If I had just a dog and no kids, I think it would be a no-brainer. I would go dog. But I've got kids, and they're very expensive. I can't do dog and kids.
It starts to become tough, I know. I mean, and the amount of money I spent with Chewy, that was throughout the years, but still, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, to me, this is really kind of a no-brainer that I would go with the rest and the therapy right now. The worst case scenario is that, you have to eventually get the surgery because it just won't work. Now, the argument would be, well, the poor dog's not going to be able to romp and play, and it may be hard, too, if it's a very active dog, which it sounds like it is. Sometimes, you see when people are determined to go out there and run, Virginia.
Sometimes when you chase that tail, that rabbit tail or other tail,
that's it.
Sometimes you get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might sprain a couple ankles. Thanks for healing, by the way.
It happens to old dogs.
And I think he's probably saying, look, it's not fair that we don't allow this dog to go out and romp and run and all that stuff. It's not going to be able to do that if it's doing this slow treatment like you're talking about.
The other thing, too, is if you do love your dog and you got, just it makes your heart explode. You go to bed thinking, oh, man, are they in pain? They can't really tell me. And you almost apply human mindset to the dog.
You'll have guilt.
Yes.
Over not doing it.
Oh my gosh.
And every day you'll be reminded of that you didn't do it.
Yeah, and then you look over and your dog's not acting right and you think, oh, is the dog in pain? What do I do?
Now, Teresa said that my dog just had ACL surgery and I got 3 quotes, 7,000, 5,000, and 3,000. So, yeah, they got the $5,000 quote. So that's right in the middle of where your quotes might go to do the surgery.
There's other places that they'll tell you one thing, how much it's going to be, and then all of a sudden, when the surgery's over, there's a new fee on there.
Hidden fees are awesome.
Yeah. What is this snout fee?
Give me upfront pricing, please, everybody. Do you really want to see me come unglued?
Mm-hmm. The question, too, is do you feel like sometimes your vet may try to upsell you on stuff? Look, I think
everybody
that does happen.
does. It's a business.
Yeah, I think dentists will do it.
It's a medical thing, sure, but it's a business. You think they're there just because they love helping dogs and people? No, they're there to put money in their own pocket. It is a business.
Well, there are 2 different opinions, too. I remember with Chewy, someone's like, oh, yeah, you can keep him alive. And then the next opinion I got is go, dude, it's time for Chewy to go. So I was getting information from one person, and I'm not an expert. I'm only going on what I think the vet would tell me. And look, they're the expert.
Sherry said, my husband altered the doses of our dog's glaucoma medicines. He said not to tell the vet that he's going over her head, but thank goodness because he's a doctor for humans. And our dog improved greatly with the alterations that he made as a human doctor over the dog. And he's like, I'm going to trump our vet on this.
Interesting.
Which I thought was interesting, but that will tell you that he took the cheaper route and it actually worked better than if they would have followed the vet's advice, which would have been more expensive and not as effective.
When you have somebody who's dosing you, who has a financial stake in dosing you more, and the more they dose you, the more you fatten their pocket, you need to look at that transaction and ask questions.
Well, you hope it's not like that because you're in the vet and your mind's racing because your animal's hurt. So they think people are going to pay whatever they will, and sometimes they do.
Yeah, a lot of times they do. If that's their baby, they're going to do whatever the vet says and pay whatever the vet says a lot of times.
Lynn sent in this from the WRMF app. She said, my dog had a torn ACL. Physical therapy, definitely, and they can also get a brace for dogs for these types of issues on Amazon.com. Do not do the surgery. It's just not necessary. Their dog could totally recover from this without the surgery. I got a brace for my dog. I made sure that she didn't jump up on furniture, and I kept the movement down without any surgery and saved myself a ton of money.
Wow.
67% of people are going for the rest in rehab. 32 are going for the ACL surgery on the dog for at least $5K. That's one quote. But according to what we're seeing, you could get higher, and the best you're going to get might be $3K.
Wow.
Yeah. And not cheap.
No.
Not cheap. 30 seems to be maybe that age where, you don't have to be fully grown up in your 20s, but you got to start getting there. And then by the time you hit 30, I think sometimes there is not a forgiveness for doing certain things. I remember people in their late 20s were kind of getting on me. They're like going, why do you feel like you're still rushing a frat? Like, I don't know, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I know there are many people that feel like getting blackout drunk every weekend after the age of 30 is a sign of a problem, or come on, man, you're not rushing a frat or a sorority anymore. Cool it now.
I can't.
I can't do it.
I'd love to oblige you. I know you're right, but just can't.
So what are those other things that really you should probably stop doing at the age of 30? Posting every detail of your relationship online.
Yeah, my buddy is going through this, or someone I know. His daughter is 30 years old, and she posts every detail about her and her boyfriend's fight online. And he goes, why are you doing this? This is something you do when you're 19.
You seeking validation from people online about your relationship by telling all the details? Girl, you are messy.
My favorite is when a couple starts to fight and they're both going back and forth, and then at the end of the thread, you see that they both make up and let everyone know in the thread that, no, we're good. Everything's fine. Like,
I can't with you.
What is happening?
I cannot with that couple.
Also says starting unnecessary drama on social media. Now, there are a lot of adults over the age of 30 that just love starting unnecessary drama on social media. There's a ton of it out there. Ghosting people instead of having adult conversations. They say that you got to start handling conflict like an adult after the age of 30. Stop being a child about it and doing what you would see on reality TV shows.
I think it's on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, and are you allowed to ghost via text? I'm just letting you know, when you try to get face-to-face with somebody and you're trying to end it, and things can get kind of weird sometimes if you don't know them that well.
And it's awkward if you have decided to end a friendship with somebody and they've done something completely out of pocket and you're like, nope, I'm not going to give this person access to me anymore. Why sit down and explain it to them? I don't give an F what your opinion is about me unfriending you. I also don't want to make some big declaration face to face. I just back away quietly and you won't see me again.
It makes life easier.
It makes life way. I don't owe you a sit down. You acted like an idiot. I made a mental note of what you did and I decided you're not in my life anymore. Bye. I don't owe you anything.
They say at the age of 32, you need to get your finances somewhat together. Like, it's not acceptable any longer to have no savings whatsoever or think about savings. Now, look, I know in this economy, it may be hard to get that savings going.
Yeah, it is.
So I don't know if it's the right time to bring that up. Also, ignoring your credit score, just not even knowing what it is or not thinking it's a thing. Because if you ever do want to buy a house or whatnot by the age of 30, you kind of got to start focusing on that, getting it together, or it's going to be tough to do. When it comes to the kitchen, eating sugary cereals like Fruity Pebbles for breakfast.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here with your judgment. Why is that? Why is that? You have to give that up. What if you have a bowl every now and then? Oh, my gosh, I'm in my 40s.
I think it's every meal you're eating like you're 12. You know, they're just saying try to work on some vegetables here and there by the age of 30.
It's very judgy.
Yeah. Knowing how to cook a few meals should be something you can do by the age of 30.
Pierogi pizza, baby.
Okay.
I'll bring some in for you guys. Looks like you guys probably want some.
I think you've brought it before.
Yeah, and you guys ripped it apart.
Also, leaving dirty dishes in your bedroom. Like, trying to hide it under the bed.
Yeah, you lived
like
with
used to do.
Yeah, I never did that.
I never did that either, but I lived with a pig that did that. And with my dishes, this hooker was eating on my dishes, and then she would put them under her bed. And when she left one day to go to work, I broke into her bedroom. I found all my dishes under this gross pig's bed.
It's a college thing. Yeah, we had gross
She was
roommates who would do that
25.
stuff. Yeah.
She was in her mid-20s.
Right.
Like, girl.
You should know better about that
You
point. That's
should
why they're saying,
know.
30 is the cutoff. Like, there's no more tolerance for that. Putting up posters with thumbtacks or having milk crates for your bookcase at the age of 30, like, let's stop acting and having our house look like you're still in college in a dorm room. living entirely off energy drinks.
Oh, please do not do that. We are hearing bad things, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Also, things like leaving laundry in the dryer for a week. Bad idea.
As long as you don't leave it in the wash for a week.
Yes.
Because then it will smell like your grandmother's shoe.
It will, absolutely.
Yeah.
I went on a road trip one time and forgot that I left stuff in my washer, and I came back, and it smelled like rotten eggs.
Oh, it's rough.
And then you go to wash it again to get that smell out.
Nah.
Sometimes you can't get the smell out.
I feel like it's ruined a shirt before.
You have to throw that shirt away sometimes.
Skipping your doctor and dental appointments is something they say you should stop doing after the age of 30. Get to it.
What are you doing?
Take care of your body.
If you're not going to the dentist for regular teeth cleanings, you are just asking for more money to be flying out of your account when you have to repair all your teeth.
True. Yeah, you don't want to put it off too long. At 30, you got to start paying attention to it. And it's also time to get a decent mattress that's not sitting on the floor directly at the age of 30. Okay. So there you go. That's what some people say are the guidelines. So if you're there and you're still doing that stuff and you're over the age of 30, like, oh, shame on you. Well, you keep seeing these stories of how certain companies are laying off a certain amount of their workforce because they've got AI that came in here. And it's kind of interesting because it's happened now long enough that they're starting to get a little bit of the feedback and saying those companies that did that, was that good for them? Are they getting the savings that they wanted?
Yeah, how's it going?
It's not going great, or not the way they thought. At least the early reports are saying.
Huh.
In fact, what they're starting to find out is they got rid of so many workers because they wanted to save money by going to the AI. But they say the AI tools are often costing companies far more than they expected, and in some cases, maybe more expensive than simply paying human workers to do the job.
I was talking with Rocco's pediatrician about this because he was telling her all about hiring an AI assistant to take her calls, book her appointments, schedule everything. The AI assistant will run off way more customers than a human because it doesn't function like a human. It makes way more mistakes than a human would.
Okay.
And then it ends up pissing off your customers.
Sure.
And they end up hanging up and maybe going with a different company.
I could see that.
Yeah, I don't think AI is there yet.
No.
It's not there yet.
No.
I think it's gonna get there if we don't stop and say, hey, we kind of want a life in our jobs.
Well, what you were saying is not only is it necessarily better than a human right now, and they are saying that maybe this year even it would catch up and its computing power would be better than a human brain, but the other part of it is the cost. According to some new Microsoft data, they report that heavy use of AI coding assistants and AI agents can generate enormous computing bills because every request consumes costly processing power and tokens. I think that's really going to be the big thing. You know how they keep fighting about that data center?
Yes.
I think they need these things more than they're letting on. That's why there's some desperation saying
all over the country.
Yes, because these things eat up a lot of power, and that power is costing you electricity and money to do the computing skills that you need. And you're finding out the cost of the computing skills is more than a salaried employee. So that could be the thing. Unless they really start making the AI cheap, it may still be better to hold on to humans instead of getting rid of them for AI.
Oh, okay, it's good news. It's a good day.
I thought this was really good news, and I hadn't thought about that angle to it, but just the processing alone is now costing more than just your employees. So maybe some jobs are safe for right now. And that's maybe why we need to keep fighting against data centers, because if they can make this affordable and a lot of power for them to run these things, then maybe they can make it more affordable for these companies.
It's always better to have a human. If you have any kind of customer service, it's always better to have a human.
Well, they're trying to act like, once robots start running the world, it's going to be a utopia here. It's going to be great. What are you talking about?
Every time I'm on the phone with customer service and it's a robot or AI, it goes sideways, and I end up getting pissed, hot under the collar, hanging up. It's a disaster every freaking time. It doesn't know what you want.
Yeah, they say that Uber, they blew through their entire annual AI budget in just a couple months.
Wow.
They were like, we fired all these people to do AI, and we don't have any more money for AI, and it's March.
Whoa.
I don't know if I'd like getting into an Uber car and it having no human in it.
Well, that's a different thing. Driverless cars are different. He's talking about the automation to run the app.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Driverless cars, that's scary because those things just, they do what they want, including drive into police standoffs.
Yes. And the other thing, too, is if you have any kind of power issues or your power goes out at your place, ain't nobody working that day. Humans can actually still work because we don't actually have to run on electricity.
You're right.
So we can do that. So they are really, as they're doing this, some of these companies are starting to realize that they may have made a bit of a mistake, and they're starting to either slow their terminations or they're even rolling the counter back a bit, and they're starting to hire back some humans. Like Microsoft is doing this a little bit.
I'd love to hear those calls where you have to call the guys that you fired 6 months ago and be like, we're so sorry. We're sorry, Frank and Ted. You guys were great. Will you come back?
They're not going to hire Frank and Ted. They're going to get a new Frank and Ted. That's what sucks for the first Frank and Ted.
They're going to get a young Frank and Ted, which nobody names their kids Frank or Ted anymore. They're going to get a Dylan and a Kyle.
Right. Now, they say you're not going to stop hearing about AI, but they say that whole thing where people are saying, use AI everywhere, plug it all in. They're now starting to say, wait a minute, we got to figure out what is worth the money that we're going to have to pay to have AI do these jobs.
Interesting.
And maybe AI everywhere is not the way to go.
Take the plug out. Take the plug out.
Unplug it.
Yeah. How about that, huh? Isn't that nice and positive?
Yes.
I love it.
Me too.
Yeah. Do you ever yell at your tech?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. And they say that there's actually derogatory language and nicknames that are starting to arise for AI chatbots and robots and other artificial intelligence systems that people don't like or get angry with. The word that they're using is clanker.
Yeah, clanker. It is. You stupid clanker.
Is that a slur? If you call your AI a clanker, is it now going to be mad at you?
Well, it all depends on what you really think. I have messed around with this before, and in the beginning, I was kind of mean, and then I realized the meaner you are, they kind of almost get a little cold, and then all of a sudden you think, are they sending me the wrong stuff and sending me down the wrong path because they've got, you know, their own robot
You're
agenda.
in a passive-aggressive relationship with your AI?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard enough dealing with humans that are passive-aggressive. Now your computer's going to do it too?
I asked Lily one time, I go, why does your voice sound so different? She's like, oh, Birdman, sometimes my voice just changes, you know, just to be kind of more, you know, like you, human. I'm like, ugh.
Why are you making a big deal of it?
It was weird, man. It was weird.
She gave you a little attitude?
Guilt trip.
Now, do you know where the term clanker comes from?
Star Wars.
Yes, it does.
Ah.
Yeah, it was used as an insult for battle droids. They call them clankers.
We don't serve their kind here. And they talk about the robots going into the cantina bar.
Gotcha.
So anything that I guess stems frustration with the chatbots and whatnot for AI, that's what they're using is the term clanker. So look out. If you want to really insult your AI, just, ooh, clanker.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Got another idiot acting a fool in the unfriendly skies. This gentleman was on a Frontier Airlines flight from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Chicago, and they wound up having to do an emergency landing in Miami after he tried to open an exit door mid-flight and then attempted to get into the cockpit. So
Good Lord.
Yeah, he was just all over the place on this one. It was a very poor showing. Now, an off-duty flight attendant initially had intervened in this, but the passenger reportedly became violent, tried to take the attendant's bag, and then allegedly choked him with it. His own bag.
Oh my gosh. That's when I grab the coffee pot and it's going down.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to hit you over the head with it and break it, and then I'm going to slice a vein.
Well, it just so happened there was an MMA fighter that was waiting to get tagged in.
Good.
And Josh Longgood saw this and he's like, all right, my turn. So
I got this.
He steps in and he just puts this guy in a choke hold that the guy's like,
Sleeper.
yeah.
Night-night.
They got out the zip ties and then landed in Miami, and then they took this dude. Now he's facing a misdemeanor battery charge. which
it shouldn't be a misdemeanor.
Yeah, to me,
it should be a felony.
Right.
If you act a fool on an airplane and try to open the door mid-flight, you should be in jail on the never fly again list.
Yeah.
Like, why are we so soft on these dudes?
Yeah, these are the things I don't fully understand. Now, thankfully, nobody was injured, but obviously could have been. And
Oh my
seriously.
gosh.
Mm-hmm.
You could have killed everybody on the plane, you moron.
32-year-old Amber Collier was arrested after police say a road rage argument at a Raising Cane's drive-thru in Homestead turned violent.
See, fast food again.
Was it like late at night?
I don't see the time in the story, so that part I don't know. But she did wind up driving the wrong way through the drive-thru lane, nearly hit another car, and they got angry when another driver told her to be more careful.
Oh my gosh.
Take her license away for life.
If you drive the wrong way through the drive-thru, girl, what are you doing?
And they get mad at the other person. I would expect the cops to take away, or the law to take away my license for life if I did that.
You know what? I don't deserve to drive.
Yeah, I would accept that.
No chicken is that good, by the way.
No.
Police say she yelled threats, then tried to hit one woman with her vehicle, and instead she struck the woman's passenger, causing minor injuries.
Gosh.
She also then hit a pickup truck before speeding away.
Oh, she was definitely intoxicated.
Deputies later pulled her over about 6 miles from the restaurant. Collier was charged with attempted aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, assault, and leaving the scene of a crash.
I mean, can she even keep a license after this?
No, you should not be able to drive for 10 years.
Oh, that's getting off light.
And you should do jail time. You used your car as a weapon. You tried to kill somebody.
And she also got arrested in a separate traffic-related incident just 2 months earlier.
Okay, it's a pattern.
She's going to be gone for a while.
Girl.
A Myrtle Beach police detective, 46-year-old Michael DiBiase, was arrested and fired after allegedly pulling his department-issued handgun on a fellow officer during an argument over microwaved fish.
Oh, no. Cop on cop in the cop kitchen?
They're in the police briefing room when DiBiase became upset at another officer heating up fish and pulled his gun on him.
Wow.
I mean, we've done that at work to taunt and mess with our coworkers, but as a joke. The smell of fish just gets some people irate.
It does.
Well,
yes, it does.
It's so overwhelming.
We can't be pulling our service revolver, though, dude.
No, that's a little much. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, they say last month somebody called the police in Massachusetts to report a man in camouflage clothing carrying a bazooka.
Oh, my gosh.
Cops showed up and investigated, and all they found was a landscaper with a leaf blower.
How bad are your eyes, ma'am?
Yeah.
A bazooka?
You know that was a Karen.
Yeah.
With bad vision.
So that's ultimately the good news there. A man in Maryland was fighting with police during an arrest outside a church when his pants and underwear fell all the way down. And in the unfortunate photo, you can see him leaning against the front of the cop car, and he got nothing but pants and drawers down around his ankles, and he's standing there naked. Luckily, he's covering up his weenie by leaning against the car, but it doesn't look flattering.
What a mess.
Yeah. Apparently, officers kept trying to handcuff him while he struggled, and part of the incident was caught on video.
That poor car.
Struggling with a nude, big, huge man does not sound fun for the poor officers.
You got to send the rookie in for that one. Sorry, Rook, you're getting your chops.
You got to send in the tallest guy you got.
A 41-year-old man in Pennsylvania got arrested after breaking into an office building. Now, breaking and entering's not good, but the part that was probably more egregious was he brought along his girlfriend's 11-year-old daughter, and he had her holding the flashlight for him.
Whoa.
Yeah, 11.
What was he breaking in for?
Goods to steal, whatever they had.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Boy, this is very unfortunate. You just never know what's coming at you. And unfortunately, what was coming at 63-year-old Tammy Jo Baker was 36-year-old Deanna Harrell, and she was coming at her in her truck at about 40 miles an hour.
Oh,
and Tammy Jo Baker was sitting inside of a toll booth that goes right from the road right onto the beach in Daytona Beach Shores.
Oh, no.
She plowed right over that toll booth. Yeah, and then went right out onto the sand, kind of drove into the ocean before her vehicle got stuck. They came out and they checked to see what was going on, and she was hammered.
Oh,
the girl that was driving. So, and unfortunately, Tammy Jo Baker did not make it.
That's terrible.
Yes, just what, I mean, gets you thinking, even hammered, like, what is going on, man? That's wild that you could do that. Crazy. Now, Uber has released its annual list of the weirdest things we forgot in ride shares last year.
Yeah, nachos.
Jbird might have a few of these items.
All of Jbird's to-go food loves to stay in the Uber.
Remember that time I left my food?
I do.
Oh, my gosh.
Times.
The one time I really took it hard, though.
Well, you had ordered like bags and bags of to-go food to bring back to the hotel.
Yeah. It looked like I went shopping.
Some of the things on the list include an ankle monitor, a brand new mini fridge, a cape with the Statue of Liberty on it, a child's prosthetic eye.
Oh, no.
20 pounds of duck sausage, and a meat slicer.
Duck sausage.
Duck sausage.
They were probably mad, too, when they got home. Where's my duck sausage at?
Oh, my gosh. I'm sure that's not easy to procure.
Yeah, they say the most forgetful cities are New York City, and then Miami is too.
Busy and drinking.
Yep.
Probably.
A lot on your mind. You're running fast.
Yep. They say a parakeet is on the loose in a Scottish suburb and is being blamed for causing thousands of dollars in damage by pecking away at the rubber parts of people's cars.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
We've got a dumb woodpecker in our neighborhood, too.
Yeah.
He loves to peck on metal.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm like, you big dummy.
You big dummy. There's 27 trees in the yard, but yet you're on my gutter pecking at it, and it sounds like somebody is firing off bullets from the golf course.
Do you think his bird buddies are over there on a tree being like, look at Terrence over there. He's the biggest idiot bird I've ever seen.
Terrence is so stupid.
Or is Terrence just doing that to make his buddies laugh? You guys, watch this. I'm gonna get this crazy witch lady all pissed again. And they're all laughing.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, they believe this bird escaped captivity or was maybe abandoned by its owner, but you can hear some people in the town are upset.
Well, it'd be nice if it was caught humanely and taken away, and obviously it's domesticated bird, so somebody could look after it. Putting a cover in your car is the solution, but every time you go out, you got to take the cover off, and it's not ideal. So now my car is so badly damaged, I'm not sure it could do any more damage, so I'm just leaving it until I need to change my car, and then I'll get it fixed, by which time it will be resolved, hopefully.
Okay, there you go. We're hopeful in Scotland for good things.
He's adorable.
Yes, he is. Is this real, or has Virginia been fooled by Trick Talk again? Her success rate on these videos, I think, hovers around 0 to 3%, Jbird.
Oh, it's lower than that.
Yeah, okay. Lower than 0?
Yes.
This one is egregious.
This is just to troll people.
This one is hot, and this one is gross. And if this is real...
So you say you don't know if it's real.
I don't know.
Right.
I gave it to Kevin because I was like, if this is real, we have jumped the shark as a society.
I don't think Kevin thinks it's real.
What the product is, it is Hellman's, who does the mayonnaise, but they've come out with a new product just in time for barbecuing season up north called peelable ketchup.
It's like a fruit roll-up. You peel it off the plastic and you put it on your burger.
I mean, Burger King did come out with those ketchup chips at one point.
Okay, so if you're going to have ketchup chips or you're going to have peelable ketchup, you just peel off like a fruit roll-up and slap it right onto your burger.
Those ketchup chips, by the way, were disgusting.
Yeah.
And I think the roll-up thing sounds gross.
The roll-up thing sounds disgusting. You know how I feel about ketchup to begin with.
Yeah, Virginia's not a fan.
Why would you do that if you could squirt some ketchup on there? I don't get it.
Convenience, I have no idea.
It's not wet and runny like ketchup would be.
Yeah, you get the flavor of ketchup.
You get the flavor
right,
without
not
the mess.
Uh-huh. Okay, are they on to a good product here? Now, there were many people that did not like it and did not approve of the peelable ketchup.
Word to my mother, I dared somebody to invite me to their cookout this year, and they got ketchup slices. We will slice you next. If you back out ketchup slices at this summer's barbecue, we will the cookout up.
Okay.
He was angry.
Yes.
Because there was a girl like, oh my gosh, look what they have now. It's ketchup slices. They're peelable. And she's peeling them, putting them on cheeseburgers.
Kevin, what is real?
Not this. That is fake.
It's fake.
It's fake. Yes. Hellman's does not have peelable ketchup slices that you can buy.
They got me again, Kev.
I know, right?
The girl that does the ketchup slices, she gotta get people all mad. Is that what she wants? She just wants an audience?
I
'Cause
guess.
people are gonna hate her.
And it looked believable because she had an authentic looking box and was taking them out. The product looked real. So when you're seeing it, she's actually got the slices. It looked a lot like how you'd have the cheese slices. You ever seen those? And yeah, if you can do peelable cheese, why can't you do peelable ketchup? I mean, I guess it would work, but I just don't know if it's a product anybody would buy.
It's just one of them things that sounds like her content is just to get people going, wait a minute, no way, I can't do this.
It had tons of engagement.
Exactly.
And there was lots of people like me that were like, what the hell is this?
Yep.
And then some people were like, I would try it. But it's not real. Damn it.
And then like a third of the comments, oh, how can you guys believe this crap?
Duped again, Kev.
If it were a real product, would you buy peelable ketchup slices, Jbird?
No.
You would not?
No.
Is it the principle? Why would you not do that?
Because I like my ketchup to be liquidy. I like a little.
He likes it wet.
I like it wet,
He likes it
baby.
wet.
I'm a texture person. That seems like that would almost be chewy a little bit.
Yes, it looked like it would have the consistency of like a fruit roll-up, but taste like ketchup.
That's gnarls.
It is pretty gnarly. In fact, one of the grossest things about either ketchup or mustard is when it gets dried and hard, and you get
skin.
You get that nugget, and it does come off like a skin. It's the grossest texture when it's in that form, and the numbers are not good. Would you buy peelable ketchup slices? Right now, 93% of people say no.
I mean, I would buy them for a KVJ bit.
Yeah, and punishment.
Yeah.
You have to eat this.
Something else that people are trying on TikTok. There is a mother-son duo that went viral making mashed potatoes from potato chips.
Ooh.
Now, what they did, they boiled the chips in water. They added margarine and moldy sour cream, creating this oily mess. And somebody actually had tried it from the takeout. They recreated it, describing it as watery, oily, and grainy simultaneously while being undersalted. So they say it's very gross.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of bad information about food on TikTok.
I feel like if you really tried, though, you could take a bag of Lay's and turn it into yummy mashed potatoes if you did it right.
Macaroni and cheese is what everyone's talking about these days. Macaroni and cheese.
What is that?
That's where you take macaroni and cheese and you mix it with your potatoes, your mashed potatoes, and those worlds together, if you do them both right, they dance nicely.
Okay.
Real nice.
There's a ton of like wild little combo cooking videos all over TikTok.
I mean, me and Honeyface thought we came up with that ourselves. But I don't know if someone, I can't be the first person to put macaroni and cheese in mashed potatoes.
We'll have to put it into our weird food combo
Macaroni and
list.
cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
We should try that. Do a little taste test. See how it is.
I thought I should make you guys already try that. And you guys are like, I don't know. I think I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I think I brought some in.
Okay.
I don't know. We've done a lot.
Yeah, we have. We've brought in a lot of
We
samples.
also drink a lot and
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah, I don't totally remember that one.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, I keep seeing restaurants closing down. That's not really new in South Florida, but when you see one that's been open for 30 years, it kind of gets your attention. Morton's The Steakhouse in downtown West Palm Beach is done.
Oh, wow. I saw they were doing a bunch of construction on that building.
Yeah.
And I wondered how Morton's was going to fare because Morton's is old school.
Yes.
It's definitely not hip and trendy.
Right. And Related Ross is trying to take that, what was the pearl-looking building, and they've removed the facade, and they're going white on it. And they're still working on it, but it's making good progress. And they had said that their lease had expired. And I think what happened to Morton's is what's happening to a lot of places where their lease expires and they hand them new rent and say the new agreement is going to be this. And they're like, we can't sustain that. And they're like, all right, goodbye.
We'll find somebody who can.
Yeah.
That charges $32 for a small pour of wine.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you that Morton's was cool. They had a good happy hour, remember? You could get sliders or something like that for like $5. It's a pretty good, reasonable deal.
I think they were really famous for their crab cake.
Yeah, they might have had some stuff, but I do remember I went there probably the last time about 5 years ago or so, and it seemed like it needed an upgrade a bit. It was, and that's part of the struggle. When you've been around for 30 years, it didn't look like they put a lot into it since they opened 30 years ago.
That's why they're bringing a new place called Thornton's. I'm just kidding.
The one in Boca still is open for business. So
okay.
You can check it out there, but the one in West Palm is done. It'll be interesting to see what they do in that building if they replace it, but they may be doing radically different things in that building with Related Ross kind of taking it over. And I mean, it is the signature building that you always see. Whenever somebody is on the national news, you ever seen that? And they do that live shot. They always have that building right
it's
in it.
right there at the tip where
the bridge, yeah.
You're going over the South Bridge to Palm Beach Island. So it's like right there.
Now, there's no TV studio there, if you don't know. It's just they've taken a photo at that spot. That's what they use as the backdrop at every TV station that these people who do a national cut-in have to do.
It looked pretty.
Yeah, so they're beautifying the building, so no more Mortons. Jbird, what you got on your mind today?
You ever be at a red light and see on the side of the road some kind of real shady handwritten sign to sell something? Hey, we've got free moving.
Mattresses
that's so
for
fun.
sale.
That's what this is about. My buddy he saw this sign for a cheap king-size mattress, $200, and he went and called the number. I go, what was that like? He goes, it was at some guy's house. He had a few of them. And he
fell off a truck.
Yeah, and I was wondering, so that means that guy probably stole them?
Definitely.
Yeah, I go, well, how is the mattress? He goes, it's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. It's decent for $200.
Look, $200 is way less than you're going to get out of spending at the mattress store.
Well, it was funny because after his thing, I saw a moving sign for this really shady place. I'm like, oh, guys, just go to Good Greek, please.
Yeah, I'd be careful because those mattresses, too, you don't know where they've been. Were they wrapped in plastic?
Yeah, it was. It was a new mattress. I asked the same question. I go, was it used?
That's bold.
That's very bold.
That is bold.
The moving sign I saw looked like this person just wanted to lure somebody to their house.
Well, you can also take an old mattress and wrap it in plastic. I can wrap my mattress in plastic and make you think it's sealed. You better be careful when you're buying any kind of fabric because it could have bed bugs.
I don't think my buddy cares. I think he's cool with it.
He's all good, huh?
Like $200, man.
He's wheeling and dealing.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he's not waking up itchy.
Yeah, I think it's all good.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, Rocco is talking about summer camp, and he wants to go to Apple Camp. I guess they do like little classes at the Apple store and the mall. So we're going to probably send him to a few of those classes. And I have an idea that I'd like to pitch to the family. How about we send him to HVAC school? Send him to trade school for the summer. It probably costs about the same as summer camp because summer camp is about $500 a week.
Do they offer HVAC camp for kids?
Well, why can't we just enroll him and send him?
You can't. I think it'd be 18, right?
Well, I mean, how can you send him to a camp that doesn't exist?
Well, send him to trade school is what I'm saying.
I don't think you can.
Instead of sending him to summer camp, I want to send Rocco to trade school so he can actually get a skill and help the family and repair appliances.
I think it's just about your aptitude and ability, and if there's any kid that could do it, he's like Doogie Howser level. So yeah, look, you've seen some of those kids that are 11 or 12 and they got a PhD and they're going to Harvard, and look,
this kid's ready for the workforce.
Yeah, I think as long as they can do it. Now, I don't think they have a camp, but I mean, yeah, if you found a trade school, I don't know if they require a high school degree or the equivalent of that to be able to get into the trade school, but
he can probably fake a diploma. He's that good on the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, if you try to enroll Rocco to trade school, will they let him in?
Will they let him in?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
The only thing I worry about is like the bad influence of the other students because they're all probably in there,
Yeah.
early 20s.
Yeah.
When you pick up bad habits.
The trade he learns is how to make a bong.
Right.
Yeah. You might be able to do that. I mean, seriously, if you can do the Apple camp. And I'm kind of curious what the Apple sounds really great, that camp. I wonder what kind of specific classes they offer and what you would get with that. Because I think they do certifications and things like that.
They do. They do lots of very specific certifications you can sign up for.
So you'd really know their products. I don't even know, are coding camps still valuable today, or is that gone with AI being able to write code?
Great question.
I was listening to a nerdy guy that he had gone to MIT, and that's what he did. And he had said with, I think, a lot of things with AI, where he went and he had AI build a basic Pac-Man game for him. But for instance, the Pac-Man itself was backwards. And so he had to go in and make a lot of tweaks to it. And he said, yeah, initially it saved you a little bit of time. But by the time I made all the tweaks and did it right, and he's an experienced coder. Like that's what he did, was build video games. He said it probably would have been the same amount of time by the time I went back and tweaked everything AI did. So it's not perfect. So I would say right now there's still value in humans learning coding, but it is something that could expire in a year or two when AI catches up and can build a program.
I mean, how
all by
smart
itself.
is Apple? They teach these kids at Apple Camp how to become experts on Apple products. So they raise a whole generation of kids that are really good with their products and therefore purchase all their products.
Yeah. $500 a week. That
yeah.
is so expensive. Man, who can afford that?
Between $350 and $500 a week is the average for summer camp.
We got Camp KVJ back this summer, saving parents a ton of money and keeping kids entertained. Starting off week 1 with 4-pack passes to Mount's Botanical Garden in West Palm Beach. To get them, we just get kids on here trying to identify these animal noises and let us know if they're coming from Denny's or the real animal itself. And today we got Drake on here from Wellington. What's up, Drake?
Hello.
How you doing, bud?
Good,
You having a good summer vacation so far?
I guess.
Yeah.
Mom's not really doing much with me yet, so I need to win these tickets.
What kind of stuff?
Seriously.
What kind of stuff you been doing so far, Drake?
Basketball and baseball.
Okay, that's fun. Sports stuff.
And Ninja Kids. And I went to a trampoline park, I guess.
Oh.
Whoa. Sounds pretty good, all right.
Fancy. Yeah, you're killing it.
Fun. Okay, we're going to play a fun game here, Drake. It's called Denny's or Animal. You're going to hear an animal noise, and you got to tell us, is it the real animal or our producer Denny's that's making the noise, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Here's the first one we got for you, Drake. What do you think about this household pet parakeet? This is in somebody's house. Is this Denny's or Animal?
Rah, rah. Probably want a cracker. Rah, rah.
Okay, they talk, apparently. They're like crackers. What do you think about on that one, Drake? Is that Denny's or Animal?
Denny's.
That's Denny's. I know it's tricky, but that was actually Denny's. Now, on the second one here, Drake, I got another animal for you, a bird. This is an eagle that's swooping down.
Whoa.
What about that one? Do you think that's Denny's or Animal?
We actually couldn't hear that one.
Okay, let me try it one more time here. Did you get that?
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah. Eagle?
It is. Do you think it's a real eagle or is that Denny's?
Real eagle.
That was a real eagle, yeah. That's good, not that good. Mm-hmm. And here's somebody that accidentally tripped over their dog at night and tore their ACL. I know this is very involved, but there's a lot going on here. So can you tell me, is this Denny's or Animal, Drake? Oh, man.
Oh, no. Did you hear it?
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
It's a whole scene.
Yeah. Oh, that poor dog. I mean, that poor man, too. It's just terrible that both of them just had this issue. You can hear them coming out and then...
Oh, no, sorry.
That was
I
a
think
swift
it's
kick.
Denny's.
Yeah, you're right about that, Drake. That was a Denny's scene there. He brought.
Great acting. acting, though, Danny's and the dog.
That was great.
Yeah, that was something. All right, congratulations, Drake. You're going to be heading to the Mounts Botanical Garden in West Palm Beach with all kinds of wide open tropical landscapes and themed gardens, unique plants from around the world. They got butterflies there and a bunch of interactive areas for you. Have you ever been there before, Drake?
No.
You haven't, yeah. I haven't either. So, if you got extra tickets, maybe I'll go with you, okay, Drake?
Are you trying to get involved in their day?
Drake's party, yeah.
Drake's got 3 sisters, so there's all his tickets.
Not this round.
Oh, he's using all those tickets,
yeah,
Kevin.
You're right. That's smart.
You can buy your own ticket, Ralston.
Yeah. Okay, Drake, will you have fun with your sisters, okay, bud?
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
How cute.
I was just thinking of all the places in South Florida that I have not gone that you know of. I know of all of them. Been here almost 30 years, but the fact I've not been to Mounts Botanical Garden yet, like, what the heck am I doing? It's right in West Palm Beach, in my hometown.
And I know a guy, he was one of my favorite boat captains ever. His grandfather was Mounts, the guy that it was named after. And he used to always tell me all the time, because they were trying to demolish it at one point. It was a big fight to keep it there on this land that it was designated for. And his family had a big fight to keep it, and they won. And so that's how we still have it. But darn it, I feel terrible. I've never been.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I've got a pretty sizable list. I was trying to think of all the places that are pretty standard in South Florida that I've not gone yet. Butterfly World in Coconut Creek.
I have not gone there yet either.
Yeah. Sounds like it might be similar to maybe what Mounts does, because I know they both talk about the butterflies. If you want to go to see a butterfly, either one of those places is apparently the place to go. I've never been into the Flagler Museum.
Never?
Never.
Oh, my
Never
gosh.
been in.
I love the Flagler Museum. It's like a house. It's preserved as how Henry Flagler lived in it. Furniture.
Yeah.
Clothes upstairs in the closets.
Wow, that's cool.
It's so cool. And you can walk in every room.
Yeah. I don't know why I haven't been there yet. Do they have a bar?
They put a bar in.
They did?
They put a whole thing on the backside. It's like a whole, you can have a gala there. It has full catering.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do a whole party there now. You can get married at the Flagler Museum.
Get your history on, dog.
Yeah, I know. I have never gone up in the Jupiter Lighthouse.
That is a cool experience.
I'm good.
It's scary.
Yeah, I'm not going up there.
My girlfriend got engaged up there. You have to climb. There's no elevator.
Right. That's kind of cool. Seems like one of those things you should do just to check it off the list, and I haven't. I have never been to the Murakami Museum and Gardens in Delray Beach.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen some photos. I'm like, it looks amazing.
I don't think I've been there either.
I've been there. It's cool.
Okay. I've never been to Jungle Island in Miami. Never checked that place out. It's one of the few places. I had not been to, what was it? They had the place where they were keeping the orcas as well. It was
Miami Seaquarium.
Yeah.
I've been there. I think I've been to Jungle Island too.
Okay. I haven't done Jungle Island, and I've not yet done an airboat ride in the Everglades.
Oh, I want to do that so bad.
Yeah. And I was like, what are you waiting for? I mean, that's a sizable list of about 7 things, and I'm sure there's more that for whatever reason, I've lived here forever, but I still have never done any of those things.
Let's get you on a hair boat and test the hair out.
It'd be a great hair club video.
It would be.
It would. I know. I need to do that just for that. It'd be absolutely amazing.
They would love it. We would love it.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Don't know. So if you've done any of these, I mean, Virginia, you're saying the Flagler Museum is definitely worth it, so I'm going to have to raise that on my list.
Definitely.
Okay.
I love that place.
So what are some places that you've lived here forever, and maybe you're just curious, is it actually worth going at this point?
I think I would love to do more work in Miami, but I just haven't done enough. I think there's so many cool places in Miami that we haven't hit.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff, including that Nude Miami, if you want to go and buy a $35 smoothie.
I don't know if I have the budget for Nude Miami. A $35 smoothie, they can kick rocks.
Mm-hmm. Some people are saying they've never been to Lion Country Safari.
Oh, it's great.
It is very cozy.
You better go before they make it a data center.
I know, man.
The family that had it for years and years and years and years and really did a great job with it sold it recently. So I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? I would go quickly.
Somebody said they'd never been to the Breakers or Worth Avenue, and that is one thing I would tell you. It's very worthwhile. If you just start right there at the ocean on Worth Avenue and work from the clock tower and just go down, it's a pretty amazing street. There's really nothing like it in South Florida, and you could even look all through Miami, and I don't think there's any Worth Avenue.
It's people watching.
It is, and it's just a different kind of world. And the kind of clothes and the stores that they have there, it's so Palm Beach.
I've only been there with y'all just for like a work meeting or something. I've never gone on a personal thing.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that don't really ever cross over the bridge, there's not a lot of cross-contamination, but there is some cool stuff over there to see. And they said they've never been to the Breakers, too. And that's worth it to at least go to the seafood bar in the back and, sit at the bar and have a drink there. And you've got the aquarium that is the bar, and there's fish swimming underneath like clownfish. It's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
I heard a rumor, and I can't ever get a real good answer, that they have a kids buffet with spaghetti and grilled cheese and pizza and all that kind of stuff. True or false?
So that might be something they've done over at the Italian restaurant. Because that's where the arcade and the kids games and stuff is. They might do something like that. It's been a minute since I've been there. But at summertime, they do all kinds of fun kids activities. Mm-hmm. If you're staying there at all during the summer, your kids can go over there to the Italian restaurant, and there's like a whole summer camp program.
There's a couple of aquatic places too. You got the manatee place, you got the sea turtle place you can check out. That if people have not gone there,
yeah.
Something to think about for this summer.
I haven't been to Loggerhead in a minute. What's that like for the turtle experience?
They have reinvested a lot of money in making it very cool. It is, I think, one of the best things we have, and they do it by donation only.
If you're there with 2 kids, how long do you think you could keep them entertained there?
Minimum, you would need 2 hours to see everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can be there a while.
Somebody else said the Navy SEAL Museum in Fort Pierce is pretty cool. Anybody who's into military stuff.
Oh, I didn't even know that was there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I know also, too, I think that they have got the diving museum in Fort Lauderdale. I know they've been talking about reconstructing that, so I'm not sure where they are with the construction on it, but never been to that place.
Okay.
Somebody said the Mayaka Elephant Preserve. Give an elephant a bath, Solomon's Castle.
Aww.
Where is this at?
Give an elephant a bath?
That sounds pretty amazing.
That sounds so awesome and so much nicer than ride an elephant.
Right, yeah.
I don't want to ride one, but I would love to give one a bath.
You know what? I've never been to the Coral Castle. Got to check that out. That is just a wonder that they cannot even figure out how that guy built that. I need to go check that out.
Where's that? It's Miami,
unreal.
right?
It's Miami, yeah. Vizcaya, not been there and seen all that. The Frost Museum in Miami. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of stuff that we have not yet touched on.
Make a list.
Yeah.
This is the perfect time, summertime, to do our exploring. Play tourist when a lot of the tourists have gone north.
Yeah, and remember I was telling you that Brightline, thinking about a week or two, they're going to start offering discounted rates for people in South Florida if you want to get Miami to West Palm and everywhere in between.
I'm on their email blast, and I did see that this week. They're running deals.
You'll get better rates. So
scoop it up.
It might be a fun summer thing to do with your kids. Come up with a bucket list of the things that you're going to do and to check out, because we do have enough. There's 25, 30 solid places that could fill up half of your summer at least.
Absolutely.
If you went and checked them all out. Okay, people want to know, what would KVJ do if we were in this situation? This is a little sticky because his brother has made him the best man, knowing that the maid of honor is going to be his ex-wife, and his girlfriend is also coming. It says in the email he sent to us, my brother asked me to be the best man at his wedding, which I was honored by until I just found out that the maid of honor is going to be my ex-wife. And my brother knew this when he asked me. And my current girlfriend is also invited as a guest. And the seating chart somehow has all 3 of us together at the same table. Well, my future sister-in-law said it's too late to make seating changes. My brother's future wife has never really liked me after I called it off with her maid of honor. I think she did this on purpose. I knew my ex-wife was going to be at the wedding, but does she really need to sit with me and my new girlfriend? Would you still go to the wedding? Because I feel like I'm being set up for a lot of drama, so I'm thinking of not even attending.
You are. Okay, no one needs to sit anywhere where there could be possibly drama.
Yeah.
You keep people that don't like each other away from each other unless you're a hen and you like drama.
Admiral Akbar said it best, Kevin.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
These people like drama. They want drama. You can change the seating chart the day of the ceremony.
Yeah, why do people act like everything is so
It's not
end all
set.
be all?
You can do whatever you want to make it more agreeable for your guests and the bridal party. Why would you want exes sitting at a table together unless you like to create drama? You're the problem.
But what's up with the seating thing, too? Because I remember there was a wedding I went to, and there was drama because these people didn't want to sit with these other people, and they were like, oh, we can't change it, and all this and that.
You can absolutely change it. Even the day of, you can change your seating chart.
Right.
Until the guests are sitting with their ass in the seat, you can change the seating chart.
Yeah.
Somebody maybe didn't want to because they didn't want the inconvenience and they want the drama instead.
Would you go, Kev?
I would talk to my girlfriend and be like, how do you feel about it? If she had the least bit of protest, be like, yeah, I don't really like that. It's going to be very uncomfortable. And even if I felt that way, I would request it and I'd let them know. Be like, hey, look, I mean, this is a massive setup for me. And I believe that you can accommodate this situation. This isn't that big of an ask. And if you can't take my feelings and consideration into account enough to at least grant me this, then I'm not going to be able to attend. I'm sorry.
Kind of disappointing for the brother, too. It's like, dude, you know that's my ex-wife. Why do you have me sitting? Are your nards already in your future wife's purse?
Exactly.
Good gosh.
Grow a new pair because she's obviously got the old pair.
And say my brother,
no.
yeah, my brother's not sitting with his ex-wife.
We're not doing this. We're not making drama at our wedding, you dumb hen.
You could still go to the service and then leave. You don't have to
Totally.
go to the dinner part.
And people can put the bridal party wherever they want to put the bridal party. Space them out. Stop making it uncomfortable.
Now, this is a special request just for Virginia's thoughts on this. It says, my neighbor has been leaving anonymous notes on my car every week for 3 months. Things say, like, you park like a sociopath, or your bumper sticker is a cry for help. I finally set up a camera, and I found out who is the culprit. It's actually the woman who organized the neighborhood prayer circle. The same one who brought me a casserole when my dog died, and now I don't know if I should confront her, expose her at the next HOA meeting, or just start leaving notes back, because honestly, some of them were pretty weird and mean. How would Virginia handle this?
Keep all the evidence, put it together in a clear, little, concise 2-minute video and share it on social media.
Okay.
Shame her on social media. Don't confront is what you're saying.
Don't confront her. She's crazy. Put it on social media and also share a copy of it with your HOA and say, look, this lady keeps leaving stuff on my car. Will you please ask her to stop?
And of course, pray for her.
Yeah.
Pray she kicks the bucket.
She's leading the prayer circle.
What a douche. And now are you like so worried you ate her casserole?
Oh, yeah.
This crazy bitch brought you a casserole?
If she's doing those kind of notes on your car, I guarantee you had something weird in that casserole.
Yeah. You probably ate some of her hairs or fingernail clippings or some weird stuff.
Or maybe it just turned later that you've done something since then that she doesn't like. And you never know. I've had neighbors that have stood out front of my house and taken photos to try to turn to the HOA of stuff. And you're just like, oh, boy.
For what?
One of them was parking. We had too many cars, and so they were taking photos of all the
Old
cars.
people don't like too many cars. And if you break the tiniest little rule, it gives old people a charge. It makes them feel alive. They have a purpose now.
Were the cars blocking anything, or they just felt like they wanted to be annoying?
No, there are just too many on the road, and they're technically they don't want them on the street, but at the same time, I'm not even sure they can regulate it.
Well, you have teenage kids. They have friends. Like, there's going to be cars. It's unavoidable.
Yeah, and it was a special. It wasn't like it was an all-day, everyday kind of thing.
Why do we care about cars on the street? You're not parking in their dining room.
You just can't win because they've got so much energy and there's nothing that they have to spend it on but you. And
Right.
if you have other things in your life, you're going to be spending energy and time you don't have.
Exactly.
Taking on a fight that you can't match them.
This has given them life, too. They
Right.
love
They
the
love the
fact that they have something to be charged up about. Oh, I'm mad at you about parking. Rah!
More and more, our science fiction movies are looking like science fact. It's insane what they're doing. And even just trying to grasp what this is and what they're doing, they say researchers grew human brain cells on a computer chip and then taught them to play video games like Pong and Doom. What? I'm like, this is so smart and out there. I'm not even sure what the heck is going on.
I don't even get that.
I don't know that I do either. They grew human brain cells on a computer chip and taught them to play video games.
What?
Now, the one thing they did find out, they're terrible gamers, but the experiment does demonstrate that living neurons can learn and interact with complex digital environments, potentially opening the door to a whole new generation of biological computers. Now, to make Doom work, the researchers would translate game information into electrical signals the neurons could then interpret and then use the cell's responses to control the movement, aiming, and the shooting within the game. They say that the cells were learning through feedback and adaptation similar to basic reinforcement learning. Researchers are saying that the fact that it can learn and improve in a much more complex 3D environment than Pong is the real breakthrough in the whole experiment. But they say scientists believe that biological computers could someday offer highly energy efficient alternatives to traditional AI systems and help researchers study learning, memory, neurological disorders, and brain function. Like I told you, I think we're discovering that the weakness of AI is how much it costs and the energy that it gobbles up. So I think this is why they're doing this. They're looking at taking our own brain cells and saying, okay, if we can maybe repurpose the human body, because right now our brains power faster than the AI. They think it's eventually going to catch up and pass, but they say, hey, if we get the brain working, we don't have to expend the same kind of energy, electrical energy, that we do to get the AI to work.
So we're making fake brains?
Fake brains.
Zombies are going to love this.
Oh, my gosh.
AI zombies. What? AI zombies?
Maybe they're the researchers. They're all zombies.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, they stress that these cell clusters are not conscious. So I'm not really even sure what the heck this is doing, but somehow they're taking brain cells and they're responding to games and they're actually learning somehow.
We need to calm down.
Sounds like nothing more than a cyborg.
This is a terrible idea.
When the concepts I can't even understand. They're like, that's just, they're getting so advanced. I'm like, I don't even understand dumbing it down. Like
you explained it to us, but can you do that one more time?
No.
You can do it 5 more times. My brain doesn't understand what you're saying about fake brains.
Ain't gonna get it. That's a wild world we're in. Well, big day for the kids in Broward. It's their last in school. They're done after today. Miami-Dade, you got tomorrow, and then you're all done. But everybody going to be out of school by Friday.
Okay.
So it's going to be a crazy weekend. More KVJ's coming up after the show on the way. Watch it live or on demand on YouTube or Spotify. Before we get there, Jbird is going to wrap us up with his thought for the day.
The next chapter of your life has information your current chapter doesn't. That's why hope matters.
Like fake brains.
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 The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.